Well, it's morning. It's about 6:20 a.m. and I thought I'd hop on here and talk about shoulder mobility because when we were initially doing our pulling work, there was a lot of hunching, and that's so typical. That's one of the common compensation patterns that we have when we are moving our shoulders, and it can create all kinds of havoc eventually in in the entire shoulder girdle and even into the face and neck and low back. So a little easy practice. Let's push our palms, and breathe, and then flap our wrists like wings. Push, and release. And if it's available to you, put your fingers reaching away from the hips and push. And here we can vigorously pull our shoulder blades in and down. Try to balance the pressure between the right and the left hand. And then, if it's available, open your face, lift your chin, and then open and close your jaw. I just got up. One of the things I'm noticing is that my face is draining from doing that. All right. And then we're going to wring the towels. So we're going to turn one thumb up and the other thumb down, and all the while we're reaching. And then wring out the towel, back and forth. Just doing what we can do, leaving the rest behind. If something hurts, back off. Getting some space. All right. Rest and pause. Notice how that feels. Take your fingers, interlace your fingers, and reach. Take it up. Squeeze your ears. Feel, breathe. And then take it forward. We're going to round. Go from the side here again. We're going to round back and lift. Reach, find some space. Get some stretch between those shoulder blades. And when it opens, it has the ability to contract more. All right. Now, let's take one hand and pull the fingers back. We're going to stretch the arm here. Let's see if we can see this a little bit better. And then just pull that shoulder blade back. And then one digit at a time. You might feel super stretchy through the forearm here. Shake that off. And then we get to do the other side. Pull it back. Ooh, so much going on. I don't know, is anybody a gardener? I've been doing a lot of weed pulling, so my forearms are getting built up from doing that. And I'm really enjoying this stretch. Snug that shoulder back. Reach the wrist forward. And then one finger at a time. Shake, 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 shake. Oh, wow, that feels good. Now, snug your shoulders up as strong as you can. Lean your head back. And then roll your head back and forth into the shoulders. And you might hear a lot of cracking and popping. One of the ways we release a tight muscle is to contract it. If you think about getting a knot out, you don't pull on the knot, you make it shorter, you push on the knot, and then you can begin to unravel it. All right, and then release. It should feel way more relaxed. All right, we're gonna do a little work here. This can get super, super tight. So find a spot, find your collarbone, and run your finger right under the collarbone and find a spot that feels a little tender or tight, and then push into that spot and use the other hand to push in and pull down. And then turn your chin right over that spot and tip your chin up. And you're going to feel a stretch through the neck, maybe even up into the face, maybe even up into the scalp. And then open and close the jaw again. So much going on. We have a lot of lymphatics. There's a lot of tissue around the mouth. There's nerves and tons of little stringy muscles. Oh my. Okay, gently release. Come back to center. And just pause and notice. And then let's do the other side. So run your finger along the collarbone, find a tender or tight spot, push in and pull down. Turn your chin right over your hands and tip the chin to the sky. And start working the jaw. Up and down, side to side, slowly, paying attention to what's showing up. This is a practice that you can visit daily. Consistency helps to unwind tricky spots, places that don't feel so great, places that feel stuck. But we don't want to force anything. It's about nudging or convincing, I suppose. Training the body to do something different, to be a little longer, a little bit more open. All right, gently come out of that. Pause. Now we're going to stay tall, really pushing that crown to the sky, and then gently drop your chin down. And resist the temptation to hunch your shoulders here. And just breathe. This is stretching the spine. You might feel it all the way down to the tail. It doesn't, it's all connected, so it could, it can show up all the way or just part of the way. And then we're just going to gently pendulum the neck, so side to side. Again, if something doesn't feel okay, don't do it. Or modify it. Again, there's all these muscles that attach your head to your body. And so it's not atypical to see or feel something that's a little bit knotted up. I know that for me right now, when I turn my face to the left, I can feel a little muscle in here. When I contract it, when I turn to the left, it's contracted. I can feel it unwinding. The conventional wisdom would have us stretch it, right? Contract it. Squeeze it, let it feel shorter, try to get it to be shorter, and then it can lengthen. All right. I'm feeling like we need to do a little spinal work, so let's do it. Get a sip of my bevy here. So feet kind of whitish, and just move one knee at a time into the opposite arch. All right, and then Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Just hang out here, spend a little time. The body responds to patience. So if this feels tight or sticky, you can find a sweet edge, find a space where you feel a bit of a stretch and just hang out. Again, if you're looking to open up some of the stuff that feels tight, you can use your own body weight. You can push into your thighs with your arms and then push your thighs into your arms. So you're doing this isometric shortening, contracting of the muscles. And then when you relax, it feels a little more open. And you can do that many times to get that to release a little bit and get some blood flow in there. So there will be many more videos like this. Let me know what you think of it. And, I used to call it my bedhead yoga. So anyway, enjoy, and I get to see you guys Monday.